Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. Board of Commissioners, public meeting, Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017. The time is 7:34. Pursuant to the requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, notice of this meeting was published in the December 1st, 2016 issues of the Nutley Sun and the Herald News, and the December 2nd, 2016 issue of the Star Ledger. A copy of this notice has been posted excuse me, on the Nutley Town Hall Bulletin Board, and a copy is on file in the Municipal Clerk's office. Commissioner Rogers.
Aye. Here.
Commissioner Tucci.
Here.
Commissioner Evans is absent, excused. Commissioner Petracco.
Here.
Mayor Scarpelli.
Here.
All present, Mayor, except for Commissioner Evans. He's absent, excused this evening.
Have a moment of silence. We lost one of our longtime employees this week, Patty Conroy, to courageous fight breast cancer. So. Clerk, bills.
Yes, Mayor. Bill list for Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017. Public Affairs, $93,600. Revenue and Finance, $3,183,237.47. Public Safety, $789.79. Public Works, $710,188.05. Parks and Public Property, $659,738.96. Total payroll, $806,913.92 for a grand total of $5,454,477.19.
Move the bills.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Public comment on agenda items only. Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the Board, each person shall limit their address to 3 minutes. All remarks to the Board and its individual members must be addressed to the Mayor. The Mayor may defer citizens' comments to the appropriate member of the Board. Dialogue between citizens and others addressing the Board shall be allowed unless the Mayor or presiding officer or the majority of the membership of the Board shall determine that the interests of decorum and or the expeditious conduct of municipal business are being adversely affected by such dialogue.
Anybody like to address the Board of Commissioners on agenda items only?
Rory Moore, 462 Chestnut Street. Mr. Petracco, I just have one quick question. You're putting that box in, who's going to empty it? It's an environmental question, actually.
Yeah, you know what, I know, actually it's a pretty good question. I know that we don't empty it into our waterways because of the fish and all that stuff, but actually I got to find out exactly who's going to be in charge of that. That's a good
I'm
question.
just curious because environmentally, you just can't dump it.
Right, and I'm sure they do it properly, but I'll get back to you as far as what the policies are going
I was just
to
curious.
be.
I've taken a class and it came up with this environmental issue, how you empty that. That is an environmental concern.
Well, even back in the old days, even myself, when you have these prescriptions and all the sensitivity around these prescriptions to get them out of your medicine cabinets, with everything that's come to light the last 10, 20 years, even myself, I almost dumped a prescription bottle down in the toilet bowl, but you know what? It stopped me from doing it, and now we properly do it. So it's a good question. Thank you.
Scarpelli, before we had a conversation, you explained parking meter. Would you, public, please? I thought it was a very good explanation.
Sure. The parking meters that are on the agenda tonight are for the parking lots, not the parking meters that we demonstrated a couple months ago. These are totally different, and we're doing that because the technology and the current ones that are in the parking lot do not communicate with each other or with the cell tower, so we have to upgrade. Anybody else like to address the Board of Commissioners on agenda items only? Motion to close the public comment on agenda items only?
Move it. Second.
Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Any announcements from the Board of Commissioners?
I just like to make it, to maybe dovetail on what you said. Patty Conroy passed away, I believe it was New Year's Eve, and being in our court system for many years. Really a stellar employee, and not just a stellar employee, but a great person. And I appreciate the moment of silence for you. And I believe tomorrow will be her wake, and Thursday will be the funeral. So again, stellar employee, she'll be missed. All of us at Public Safety went through this terrible sickness with her, and it's just awful how many lives this cancer has taken. So hopefully in the future, near future, there'll be a cure. Thank you.
Resolutions. Commissioner Tucci, can you take Commissioner Evans?
Yes, Mayor. Whereas RS 40A 517 allows for the cancellation of property tax credits or delinquent amounts in the amount of less than $10, and whereas the governing body may authorize the tax collector to process without further action on their part any cancellation of property tax credits or delinquencies of less than $10, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, hereby authorize the tax collector to cancel property tax credits or delinquent amounts of less than $10. I move the resolution.
Second.
Rogers?
Aye. Aye.
Vaco?
Aye.
Aye.
Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that there is hereby established in the Department of Revenue and Finance a petty cash account in the amount of $650. Said funds to be in the custody of the custodian of petty cash. All petty cash vouchers are to be approved by the department designee and authorized by the purchasing agent or by her designee. I move the resolution.
Second.
Rogers?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Whereas RS 54:4-67 permits the governing body of each municipality to fix the rate of interest to be charged for non-payment of taxes or assessments, subject to any abatement or discount for the late payment of taxes provided by law. And whereas RS 54:4-67 has been amended to permit the fixing of said rate of 8% per annum on the first $1,500 of delinquency and 18% per annum on any amount in excess of $1,500. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey as follows. The tax collector is hereby authorized and directed to charge 8% per annum on all taxes becoming delinquent after the due date, subject to any abatement or discount for the late payment of taxes provided by law. 2, effective January 1, 2017, quarterly tax payments made by cash, check, or money order shall have a 10-day grace period. 3, any payments not made in accordance with Section 2 of this resolution shall be charged interest from the due date as set forth in Section 1 of this resolution. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
That's all Commissioner Evans has, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes, I have one resolution on this drop-off box. Before I read it, I just want to have a quick note. ADAPT, an Essex County coalition geared to supporting and helping communities fight drug abuse, donated a drop box that can be used by the residents to get rid of their unwanted drugs. This helps to keep prescription drugs out of the hands of children and the teenagers. This was brought about by the Nutley Municipal Alliance. The resolution, whereas the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Team, ADAPT, has received a grant from the New Jersey Division of Mental Health and Addiction Services to prevent and minimize substance abuse. And whereas, though a collaboration with the Nutley Municipal Alliance and the Nutley Police Department, ADAPT is willing to purchase and donate a permanent prescription drug box, disposal box, which will be placed in police headquarters for the purpose of a safe and proper disposal of prescription drugs. And now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the Township gratefully accepts this donation. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Whereas bids for the multi-space parking pay stations were received and opened on Wednesday, December 14th, 2016, and whereas Amano McGann, 140 Harrison Avenue, Roseland, New Jersey, was the low bidder with a total bid amount of $48,577. Whereas funds are available from ordinance number 3029H in the amount of $35,000 in account number 6-01426200 in the amount of $13,577 and have been certified by the Chief Financial Officer, said certification being attached to this resolution. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that a contract be awarded to Amano McGann not to exceed $48,577, and that the mayor and township clerk are hereby authorized to enter into and sign said contract for the Township of Nutley. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Whereas the Township of Nutley had solicitation requests sealed bids for the purchase of surplus vehicles and equipment on December 14th, 2016, and whereas a sole offer was received from Davino Trucks and Parts, 197 Doremus Avenue, Newark, New Jersey, in the amount of $667 for the purchase of the 1996 GMC Top Kick Jet Vac 18,600 mileage, VIN number 1GDP7H1J9/TJ505853, and whereas the following bid opening the Township of Nutley discovered an error in the bid specifications, and whereas the Township of Nutley would like to revise the specifications for purchase of surplus equipment and vehicles, and whereas the Township of Nutley has also determined that the bid by Davino Trucks and Parts is not a reasonable bid based on published services for similar equipment. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that they reject the offer in the amount of $667 from Davino Trucks and Parts, 197 Doremus Avenue, Newark, New Jersey, to purchase a 1996 GMC Top Kick Jet Vac truck. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that in accordance with the revisions of RS 40A 4-59, the following transfers of 2016 appropriation reserves be and the same are hereby authorized and approved. From water operations salary and wages, $4,000 to water operations other expenses, $4,000. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Whereas the Township of Nutley received bids for 2017 acceptance of recycling vegetative waste to include leaf and grass clippings, which were opened and read on December 14, 2016 at 3 p.m. prevailing time. And whereas the bid was received by S. Rotundi and Sons, P.O. Box 1407, Summit, New Jersey, and whereas the bid from Rotundi and Sons was determined to be non-compliant with the bid specifications. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the bid by S. Rotundi and Sons is rejected. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Whereas the Township of Nutley received bids for 2017 acceptance of recycling vegetative waste to include leaf and grass clippings, which were opened and read on December 14, 2016 at 3 p.m. prevailing time. And whereas bids received from Environmental Renewal, 27 Andrews Drive, Woodland Park, New Jersey, and Nature's Choice, 398 Lincoln Boulevard, Middlesex, New Jersey. And whereas the Township has determined that the bids received from Environmental Renewal and Nature's Choice exceed the contracting unit's appropriation for the goods and services, now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the bids by Environmental Renewal and Nature's Choice are rejected. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the Township Clerk is hereby authorized to advertise for sealed bids for 2017 acceptance of recycling vegetative waste to include leaf and grass clippings to be received on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, Commission Chambers, Township Hall, 1 Kennedy Drive, Nutley, New Jersey, on Wednesday, January 25, 2017, at 3 p.m. prevailing time, at which time they will be open and read. And move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. That concludes the business portion of our meeting. Madam Clerk, will you read the notice?
Yes, Mayor. All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the Board, each person shall limit their address to 5 minutes. All remarks to the Board and its individual members must be addressed to the Mayor. The Mayor may defer citizens' comments to the appropriate member of the Board. Dialogue between citizens and others addressing the Board shall be allowed unless the Mayor or presiding officer or the majority of the membership of the Board shall determine that the interests of decorum and/or the expeditious conduct of municipal business are being adversely affected by such dialogue.
Would anybody like to address the Board of Commissioners this evening?
Terry Quirk, 45 Hampton Place, spokesperson for the Nutley Parent Advocacy Network. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you. I know it's been a new year, and hopefully it'll be a good one. I just have a couple of questions in regards to the notice that Mrs. Pettis just said right now about addressing the Board of Education. I know I go to a lot of meetings, and I just want to make sure that when you come to this meeting, it's a little different than when you go to the Board of Ed meetings because you just really speak just to the president. Here, it's a little different. But my concern is I did see a meeting from last month where someone got up and spoke to members of the audience, and I'm just wondering, that's not a new rule, is it? That's not something that we would usually go by, because I know that when I get up to the microphone, I speak directly to whoever I need to speak to. So I'm wondering if that's a new rule. So in regards to that, I just could tell from that particular meeting that things were pretty tense, and just because it's a new year and I just want it to be a new beginning with people, I just want things to be a little bit better in regards to how people treat one another. So in the future, if we get up to the microphone, perhaps we should think about what we say before we say it. That's just my question, or my feeling about something. But here's a question that I have for you, Mr. Mayor. I really do love those intersections in front of the schools. And I was just wondering if there's any way that we'll get new ones, specifically around the high school area where kids are having to go across the Franklin Avenue during lunchtime. Around New Street, would there be an opportunity to look into putting out one of those intersections that you have in front of Lincoln and Spring Garden and all of those others?
Franklin Avenue is a county road, but we'll take that under advisement, Ms. Kirk.
Thank you.
Mayor, Terry, before you said that, could you mind if I make a comment? I just want you to know, because I saw your face on your post on NJ Hometown. I don't know if you're aware of this. That those intersections were a joint effort by Public Safety and DPW. We encumbered the money, and the mayor was nice enough to install them for us to save some money. So I believe that we did encumber some more money this year for that. But I remember that we did look into Franklin Avenue, and I don't know how far we got, even if it's a county road, if we can do something there with the permission. Executive maybe, but it is something to look into because I know that intersection is busy, but I just want you to know it is a joint effort.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Anybody else like to address the Board of Commissioners this evening? None?
Motion to close.
Second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Aye.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
The time is 7:52.
Time to go.